we're doing trim today, trim and lace, and I've got a ton of different things. So welcome in everyone that loves trims and lace. And I think we will have good pricing for you. So everything you love is going to be here. All right, I'm going to start with a pre-cut piece that I think was in a order that failed payment or something. So it's a pre-cut 2 yards of this really fancy braided. And I have more of this in the Buy It Now, but I'm going to run this one. Do I have this one in the Buy It Now? And it's like a midnight blue. It's not black. Because if I put it next to something black, yeah, it's this one in the Buy It Now. And I'm going to put it on flash sale. So if you want some of it while I'm running this one, it's on flash sale for $3 for 2 yards. So, and this piece that was pre-cut, I'm going to run for a $2 start. Midnight blue. It's a nice braided, and it's about half an inch wide. All right, so here we go. That is running. No, it's not. Okay, trying again. Trying to set the time so that I don't forget. All right, there we go. So really pretty, kind of a midnight dark indigo, almost black. To me, it actually looks kind of black, but when I compare it to something black, it comes across more midnight blue. So if someone wants that pre-cut, see the black on here compared to that? Either that or it's just shinier, so it comes across. So nobody wants that piece. All right. Well, that's on flash sale in the Buy It Now. If someone wants some of this braided trim, it's made so that you can be inside a seam and then, be a trim on the outside of your seam. Super pretty. Lovely Pintos in the house. It's late, so don't feel obligated to stick around if you're too tired. All right, this is just vintage, cute pink poly, and the roll said it had 7 yards. There's a little bit gone. I'm going to say 5 is left on here.
I like your shirt.
So cute pink. Oh, thank you. This is one of my, what do you call it when it's a guilty pleasures? Every once in a while I have a Mountain Dew Baja Blast because I love the flavor, but I only have it every once in a while. This Taco Bell's the only one that has it on tap. Tap, that sounds funny. But I don't eat there very often. So that's, what it is. Okay. So this lace, probably about 5 yards pink. It's about an inch. Yeah, about an inch wide. Here we go. Someone wants that roll vintage pink.
Hey, Barb.
Lace. A little bit more than an inch when you count the little scalloped edge. So there's about 5 yards left on this roll.
Nope, no takers on
that. No takers on the pink. All right. How about this one? This one is eyelet embroidered. And the roll said it originally had 9 feet. It looks like maybe a little bit's gone, but not much. So look how pretty that is. Eyelet embroidered. And it's got the little cuff, like that. And then you can sew it in. That would be really cute on something Eastery. That's running. If someone wants that. And it's got pink, blue, yellow, little ruffled eyelet embroidered. Ooh, we're crapping out on the lace, huh?
We're doing okay now.
Liz is popping in.
Liz
Thank
Nelson,
you, Liz. That's
25.
coming to you. Very pretty little roll of eyelet embroidered lace.
Thanks, Liz. Thanks for getting us kicked off.
Thank you. All right. Let me get a giveaway started now that I'm thinking of it. And the giveaway is for everybody to get in. And the first one, you're going to get a 1/2 yard of this beautiful blue, kind of a slate blue. And it's that kind of lace that's made that has a folded seam in it, so you can use it to I don't know, how do you use this, you guys, so that it can have like a gathered string through it, or I don't know how it works exactly, right? But anyway, it's super pretty, and that's what I'm going to run next is some of this. And this is vintage. It is called, let's see, does it have a name on it? No, it just has a skew. Anyway, so here's what it looks like. So this giveaway is for a half yard of that you can do something fun with. And then we're going to run some of this one. And this one is, it is 2.5 inches wide. And then, like I said, it has, you know, a seamed channel on it. And then you've got the ruffle below. So I'm not sure exactly what it's used for. Someone tell me in chat how you would use this. All right. 2.5 inch lace.
Harper.
And I'm just going to run this by the 2 yard increments. I wouldn't call this one super, super old, but it's pretty old. So here's 2 yards of it running. This beautiful kind of slate blue, 2.5 inch lace. And everybody getting that giveaway because you're getting a piece of this. All right, nobody needs that one.
No takers on that.
What kind of trims and stuff do you guys want to see tonight? Give me a clue where we should start. Do you want to do other kinds of trims and not lace? I'll do some of my grab bags first. That might get
anything ruffle.
Anything ruffled? Oh, I've got lots of ruffles. Okay. What color of ruffles?
The potato chip ruffles or
So ruffled, how wide? So like I've got some really wide ruffle. I've got some that's not as wide. This one's like a cream color off-white.
hello, 17.
So that one, and I've got lots of eyelet.
Cute colored lace or eyelet.
All right. So not as wide. Okay. So you want the eyelet ruffled? We can grab that
Gathered
first.
lace and love eyelet and flat lace.
All right. Let's do this one. This was brand new in the bag. I opened it. I have 2 skeins, whatever you call this. And this is a cream color ruffle, and it's embroidered. Let me see how wide it is. It is 2 inch wide when you count how the scallop touches down. So cream color eyelet. Looks like little pineapples embroidered on there.
Oh yeah. And if you want,
all right,
if you see something you want and you want a certain number of yards, text it, put it in the
message. If you want, I'm just doing 2 yards. If you want more than 2, I just run it for more than 2. So this one, cream colored ruffled eyelet embroidered. And I've got lots more eyelet too. So if nobody likes that one, we can find a different one.
Nothing on that one.
Okay, nothing on that one. All right, let me find some more of the eyelet ruffled. So I've got a big old box of all eyelet laces,
A big
trims.
box.
All right, how about, let's just find some. All right, here's one that's like that.
Anything
the traditional
like the last one, but
ruffled. Wider than the last one. This one's an inch, that one.
Yes.
This one is
Nelson likes
ruffled.
One. The one you just was.
Okay, this one's ruffled and wider. So we can
and
do
the
both.
giveaway winner
is Sandra
Sandra
Red. Congrats. You're getting
Red.
that pretty little piece of blue lace. Okay, so you liked this one? All right, it's about an inch wide. Traditional embroidered little 3-dot sprig. And let me find an end on this one.
Congrats, Sandra Red.
One second. This one was kind of rolled up and I can't find the end on here. It was in the bottom. All right, here we go. All right, so we'll run 2 yards unless you tell me that you want more than 2. Is 2 good for whoever likes this?
Well, let's run it and see.
All right. 2 yards running, white 1-inch ruffled. Eyelet lace. That is running. And Liz Nelson is in.
Nelson
Thank you.
takes
And I'm just
that.
going to cut it right now. So 1, 2. Okay. Nice big piece of that. All right. And then I'll run it one more time in case someone else wants some of that
Congrats,
one.
Liz.
So running again, this one for 2 yards. And I'm going to go down to 10 seconds. And here we go. All right. So 1-inch white eyelet, traditional. Anyone else wants 2 yards of that one? All right. So then we'll move to that wider one that I showed. And this one is a cream color, off-white cream.
And
It
gathered lace
is-
also is requested.
What's that?
Gathered lace is also requested.
Okay. So this one is about 3 inches, 3¼ inches wide. And I have this roll of it is 4 to 5 yards. So I can run it twice for 2 yards and then remeasure to see what's
4
left.
yards of that bad girl.
You want 4 yards? All right. So let's just run $8, 4 yards. And then if there's any left, I'll run what's left. So here is 4 yards of it running. Super pretty. Embroidered eyelet, cream color, 3¼ inch wide.
Stephanie,
is taking 4
bro.
yards. All right. Does anyone else want some of this, or can I just give it all to her? Because I know it's more than 4 yards, but I don't know how much is left. If anyone else wants some, there would probably be less than 1 yard left.
Okay.
All right, Stephanie gets it all.
Thanks.
All right, this one has exactly, this one I measured, 4¾ yards, and it is cream color. And this one's a little bit more narrow. It is 2 inches. So 2 inches. Does anyone want the whole 4¾ yards of this one? Let's try it out.
You running 4 or you running 2?
I'm running the whole piece, which is 4¾ yards. I measured this one, so I know exactly how much is on there. 4¾ of a yard, 2 inch cream color eyelet. Someone wants that one. Oh, yeah, no worries. No worries. Okay, no one on that one. Okay, let's do some ruffled lace. All right, this one. Ooh, that's pretty. It has like a kind of filigree heart look. And it is cream colored. And it is about 2½ inch wide. 2½ inch wide. And if you want more than 2 yards, let me know. But otherwise, I'm going to run a 2 yard piece of that one. So that's running for 2 yards, ruffled, cream colored lace. All right, I went on that one. This is a different one that's ruffled in cream as well. Let me show you the design in this one. So it has a pretty flower in there. And this one is like a net mesh floral, and it's about 2 inches wide. 2-inch wide. Okay, running 2 yards of this one. If someone wants 2 yards of that. All right, no one on that one. Tell me a color if you want a different color. I do have. I have this roll of purple that I can do yards off of. This one's about 1.5 inches purple. So 1.5 inches purple. And here's 2 yards running of that one. So 1.5 inches purple.
Deep purple. Bum,
bum, it's more like a lavender lilac.
Bum, 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 bum,
all right, no one on that.
Okay, not
all right. Purple. So I guess no one wanted ruffled lace, or not the ones I'm showing anyway, huh? Let's see. What else do I have up here that's ruffled? I do have some that are like combo, where it has layers. So it's like a wine red and a cream ruffled. And then see how that's layered like that. And this one is 2-inch wide. And I have a pre-cut piece of this one that is just a little change more than 2 yards. So if someone wants this piece pre-cut at 2 yards, that's really cute. Layered, kind of a burgundy and cream. Layered ruffled lace. All right, no one on that. I think I have more of that one on the roll, but that was a pre-cut piece. All right, I have this color of green ruffled lace. It's like a light
hello, Deb Jan.
Green. And this one is about 1 3/4 inches. So not quite 2-inch wide. That's your color. So if someone wants a couple of yards of that one, it's running. So light green ruffled lace. Yeah, it is a really pretty seafoam minty green. All right, no one on that. All right, tell me ideas of what you want so I know what to pick out.
Well, someone was asking for brightly colored, fun laces.
I've got this one that's a layered green white. So that one's kind of bright and fun. And that one is, let's see, width on that one is about 1 3/4 inches. So 2 yards of that running.
Man, I'm seeing that. I'm thinking 4-H.
So green and white, ruffled, layered.
I can see a girl at the county fair.
Bright stuff.
With her lamb. Got the little ruffles on the sleeves.
Let me see what I have that's bright. I mean, I had the purple. No one snagged that.
Oh, you did pigs in 4-H? That's what our daughter did. Maylee did, was pigs.
Yeah. She has mixed reviews about it.
Oh, you loved it? She tolerated it.
All right. I have a little pack of this. I think it's, yeah, it says it's 4 yards. And it's about 1 inch. And it's not ruffled. It's a flat lace, but it has the little colors. So there's 4 yards on here. Does someone want all 4 of that pretty vintage? It's a vintage one. So someone wants that one. Here is all 4 yards of it.
So I have to tell you
And then if no one snags it, I can run it for just 2 yards.
I have to tell you the pig raising
So
FFA
vintage
story
colored
from
lace,
this past weekend.
about 1 inch wide. 4 yards.
Treasured Penny is raiding.
Takers. Hey, Treasured Penny, thank you for the raid. Let's run another giveaway.
Okay.
And everyone get in. This one is going to be a 1/2 yard of this lace that's the stretchy kind. So this is big enough to do like a baby headband or something cute with. And it's a cream color wide stretchy lace. So that's coming to whoever wins that one. And let's pull up Treasured Web's profile.
Okay, you pull that up and I'll tell the FFA story.
Okay.
It's directly related to pigs.
All right, I have some of this one. Eyelet that has the little thing where you can thread ribbon through it. We can run that next.
So I was talking this weekend at the hospital with a kid, and he had grown up in an area called West Mountain, and the West Mountain FFA chapter always had such big animals and you know, well trained and everything compared to the rest of the FFA. You know, my daughter's FFA group was kind of just okay. And I said to him, you know, you guys probably cheated and like fed them Twinkies and stuff. And he goes, now that you mention it, I could go to the bakery store and they'd have expired pastries and they give you a huge old bag for $1. I fed that to my pig.
Yep, there you go. All right, so this is really cute with the little ribbon channel. And this one is, let's see.
My dear, this ham tastes like
1.5 inches wide.
Hostess O's.
A little bit bigger than 1.5 inches wide. And I can run 2 yards of this and then we'll see where we're at. All right, let me see. It looks like the app might be glitching because I'm seeing payment failed on both of our buyers. Let me see if it's letting anything go through. Is it glitching on? Let's see, which one is this one? So just let me know. Just keep trying or check your phone for giveaway or for sale pending, for fraud alerts. You have to clear the fraud alerts before it will let your payment go through. All right, let's run 2 yards of this one.
I'm pretty sure my daughter's pig was pretty much just a mutt.
Yeah. All right, 2 yards of that running. It is an off-white cream. Very pretty where you thread the ribbon through it.
There you go.
So what? Jen is taking that. Are you good with 2 yards of that one? And then I'll cut it for you. Just let me know. If not, I'll see what's left and run it again. Yes, okay. So let me cut 2 yards of that one. Okay.
Thanks, Jen.
All right, that one's coming to you. All right, and then it looks like I have about 2 yards left. Let me just measure and make sure. We'll just sell what's left. Actually, there's 2 yards and 35 inches, so almost 3 yards on here on this piece. So we'll start it at $5 and you can get all of it. That's running. So about 2 yards and 35 inches is what's left of this one, if anyone wants that. just shy of 3 yards. All right, no one on that. Okay. I have some really wide eyelet that's white. It is, and I have 6 yards on this piece. It is about 6 inches wide. And it's not ruffled, it's flat. And this one I will run for $3 a yard if someone wants this one. So here is 2 yards for $3 a yard. 6-inch wide, white, embroidered eyelet. Here's what it looks like. It's really pretty. Someone wants some of that. 2 yards.
And the giveaway winner is Barb.
Oh, yay. Barb is getting this piece of stretchy lace. Congrats.
Chancho, I need to borrow your stretchy pants.
All right, no one took that? Okay. Let me know
Congrats,
if someone
Barb.
wants, more of that. So I have 6 yards total of that one. I have 3 3/4 yards, 4 3/4 yards of this one that has more of a pointed edge.
So full cardboard spools of lace or trim in cute colors.
Full cardboard. Well, like here's peach, but I don't have a ton of that one left.
Or
And
trim.
then I have a bunch of these. I have this as a grab bag, and it's the narrow vintage hem tape in every possible color you can imagine.
Run the peach, please.
Run the peach. Okay. Let's see. Let me just see if we have it. If we have at least 2 yards, I'll run it for 4. If we don't, I'll run it for less. So yeah, there's more than 2 yards here. So there's probably about 3 yards left on here. Okay. So I'm just going to run it for, let me see what my weight is at on this. Hang on. Oh, yeah, I have this on low weight. Okay. All right, so that's run. About 3 yards left on there of that peach. And it's about a 1-incher. So thank you, Barb.
Barb Waltz.
And then does someone want my grab bag? So this is that, the vintage hem tape, and these are all packages that were opened, and look at all the fun colors you get on the cards. And then I do have some of these unopened, and like some of these still have the paper, but not the plastic.
So she left a message.
What's that? Who did?
Like you have the vintage rounded bits earlier, you weren't cutting just full thing for sale. Like that.
Oh, well, like this one that has 4 yards on it. So it's a card of vintage lace. So stuff like that. Yeah. Okay.
Stuff like that.
Okay. Yeah. So this has 4 yards on it. There we go. And that one's really cute. It's about 1 inch wide. Has all the pretty colors on there. Vintage. All right. So you don't want that one? Okay. But yeah, these packaged ones that are the 1 inch wide hem tape in all the different colors, they're really cute. I've never done dollar starts. I don't do dollar starts because I don't make any money at dollar starts. So sorry. All right, and that one's like, you see how they're all like this, and then they're varied amounts left, but most of them have a good amount left, or have, they're still full in the pack, just are missing the plastic. So yeah. And let me see about how many are in there. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 12, 13, 14, 15, 16, 17. There's about 17 or more of these little packs in there of these vintage hem tape lace. And let me just weigh that and I'll run it by weight. And that one I'll start for $5. You get everything in there. Here we go. All right, that's running. You get the whole bag. Vintage hem tape, lace. So there you go.
Barb Waltz
Barb is
takes
getting that bag. Thank you, Barb. All right, did someone want this one to run again?
I think what they wanted was what? Yes, I guess.
4 yards plus, it says on here. Oh, 4 yards and 16 inches is what it says. All right, so that one. I mean, $2 a yard is what I've got it at. So, I mean, I can start it a little bit lower if you guys like to just bid. So you're getting that whole thing. So it's 4 yards, 16 inches. And Pickin' Chicks is get that one. Thank you. And then let's do
thanks, Pickin' Chicks.
Some of my other ones that are colored. I have this one that's a narrow in 2 colors. And it is a stretchy lace. So it's kind of a stretchy one. To me, this is like what you would put on the top of like lingerie panties, or use it for, other things like that, because it's stretchy. And I've got the pink, and I've got a little bit left of the seafoam green on this. And these I'll give you 2 of each for $4. And then we'll see how much we have left of the green. So if you want 2 of each of these stretchy lace. All right. So this is for 4 yards, 2 yards of each. So it's that elastic stretchy lace. Narrow, it's about a ½ inch wide.
Pickin' Chicks.
All right, Pickin' Chicks is getting that. So let me get 2 yards off the green. And then we'll see if I can run it one more time for that same deal where you get some of each. I need you to open a window or something. I'm going to roast through this whole show, or we're going to have to turn on our air conditioning or something. The last few days, it's gotten up to 80 degrees. And I don't want to turn on my air conditioning. That seems ridiculous. But I live in Utah. I shouldn't have to turn on my air conditioning before May, right? Hey, Katie Tho, welcome in. All right, 1, 2 of the pink. All right, so you've got 2 yards of each of those. And then I'm pretty sure we have plenty to run at least 2 more of that deal where you get, 2 yards of each of these stretchy ½ inch lace. Let me run that again. So this is for 2 yards of each, 4 yards total, ½ inch pink and seafoam green stretchy lace. If anyone else wants that. You broke down and turned yours on. Well, you live somewhere where at least it seems like you should legit have to, right? I don't know. I think Utah is the new Arizona or something lately, because it's gotten a lot hotter. All right.
Yeah, Bill's right. Bill's closer to right. I
Okay.
grew up in the
This
Southwest.
These are some
People
of
are
my other
weenies.
grab bags that I have today. I've got this one that is opened packs of Rick Rack. All sizes, all shapes. They're all open cards. And there's probably about, I don't know, there's a ton in here, probably about 20. And some of them are like, you know, and you get all widths. There's some red, gold, pink, blue. A lot of the mini ones that are cute like that.
Loves your shirt.
Oh, thank you. Oh, here's one that's closed that got put in there accidentally. So there's a closed one in there too. And I also put some of the little card covers that were loose in there. So it's a fun bag of all kinds of Rick Rack. And this bag weighs 6.3 ounces. So let me run that one. All right, all kinds of Rick Rack, open packs. There's a ton in there, all colors, cute stuff. Lots of different widths too. The mini kind, the other kinds. No takers on the Rick Rack. Okay. And then the other ones I have are the closed packs. These are all brand new. Well, not brand new, they're vintage. Rick Racks. And you get 6 in each bundle. And I'll show you the ones you're getting. So 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6. $5 start, less than $1 a pack on these vintage Rick Racks. And I have 3 packs like this. So closed packs. You've got a narrow white, a medium pink, a purple, a green, a little yellow, and a huge red. That one's wide. So Rick Rack, no takers. Okay, so I won't run the others. Nobody wants Rick Rack tonight. All right, let me see what else I have that's fun colors on cards. This one's really pretty. It's on a card. There's probably.
Do you have any brown, black, or white soft fabric?
I'm not running fabric today. I'm just doing trims and lace. So there's probably about 3 yards on this one. It's kind of an off-white cream color, ecru color with a little blue flowers in it. And it's about 3/4 of an inch wide. So you get the whole card on that one. And that's running. That's a pretty one. Thank you for your bits.
Pickin'
Pickin'
Chicks.
Chicks is getting that one.
Thanks, Pickin' Chicks.
All right, this is that stretchy lace that I was giving away a piece of. So it's that kind you can make headbands and stuff out of. It's about 2.5 inches wide. And 8 times. What's 8 times 7 is 40.
6, isn't it?
I'm gonna guess there's about 3 yards on there or
56.
more. Okay, so if someone wants that whole thing of the wide, stretchy elastic lace. That's right. Cream colored. Makes good headbands for babies or adults too. No takers. Okay. You guys want some more of the wide eyelet? Well, actually, I showed some and nobody wanted it. Never mind. All right. Eyelet. What else do I have? I do have a narrow ruffled eyelet. And then I have this piece that has 5 yards. So I have this that has 5 yards on the roll. And it is 1.5 inches. 1.5 inches. Cream colored. There's 5 yards on there. That's running if someone wants that. 5 yards.
5 yards for a $3
Eyelet.
price.
All right, no one on that. Okay. This one's a bright fun color. It is it's like a double lace. So it has kind of a, you know, the same pattern on both sides with that. And it's vintage. And this one is not stretchy. This one is vintage 2.5 inch wide, bright yellow. And I have this whole roll, but it's like 25 yards. So I figure that one would be better to sell by the yard. So let's run a 2-yard piece if anyone wants it. And then I'll, you know, if you want more than 2 yards, tell me. So that one is running bright yellow, vintage lace. Barb is taking 2. Are you good with 2 or do you want more? We just got rated. Who just rated us?
Savannah, hey.
Savannah, hey. Thank you for the raid. Appreciate that.
2 is fine.
2 is fine. Okay, let me pull Savannah hey up. All right, here's Savannah's profile. Deep Dive Fabrics. There we go, Deep Dive Fabrics. And her next show is tomorrow, and she's celebrating 1,000 followers. So newer seller and celebrating 1,000 followers tomorrow.
Congrats.
Can everyone give her a follow? Thank you so much for the raid. We're running trim and lace this evening. All right. So give Savannah a follow. Here is another giveaway running for some free lace. So everyone get in the giveaway. And this one is a yard of that pretty lace. White. Okay. So 2 yards for Barb on this, and then I'll run it again to see if anyone else wants some of this bright yellow vintage. And I wasn't going to cut, but then it was kind of slow. So I thought, well, let's just cut. So you tell me, Bert, if I shouldn't do that.
That's fine.
All right, here's Barb's 2 yards of that.
Thanks, Barb.
All right, anyone else want 2 yards of this one? Here we go. That's running 2 yards.
Keep trying to
2.5 inch wide, double lace, bright yellow.
I can only think of one song with lace or trim or anything
What
like
song?
that in it. It's
All right, no one else on that.
It's a White Winged Dove by Stevie Nicks.
Oh.
With some lace and paper flowers.
All right, I have a couple of fun ones that are, this one's packaged vintage. Let me see if it has a date on it. Well, you can definitely tell it's old. And it's 2 yards of Wright's Perma Trim that has this embroidered rose pattern on it. And it's in the package. So 2 yards of that. And it looks to be
Perma Trim.
It's a 3/4 inch size. Let me see if it says on here. It doesn't say. And it's 75 cotton, 25 rayon. So if someone wants this pack, I'm starting it at 5. I think it's worth that.
Sounds like a
Packaged
superhero
vintage.
power.
Isn't that gorgeous?
Mr. Incredible with the permatrim power.
Package vintage, 2 yards. Super pretty. Going
and
to
Chicks
Pick
takes
and
that.
Chicks.
Thanks, Pick and
Thank
Chicks.
you. All right, this is a ruffled lace that is kind of a coral color. And it is, let's see, 2-inch wide. 2-inch wide, ruffled. So let's do some of that one. Here's a 2-yard cut. If someone wants 2 yards, tell me if you want more than 2 yards. I'm just gonna do 2-yard, cuts, and then if people want more, just tell me in chat and I can run more than 2. No one wants the coral ruffled. Okay. And then I have this deep burgundy ruffled. And I would have to find an end to it here. Let's see. There's the pin. Okay. So deep burgundy ruffled. Ooh, that's a pretty color. Look at that. And this one I think is about that same width. 2-inch. Yeah, it's 2-inch wide. Here's 2 yards of that running. If someone wants some of that one.
Feeling better today, thank you.
2-inch wide, deep burgundy ruffled. All right, no takers.
Not completely back to normal yet, though.
Yeah, thanks for asking. It's been a rough
But
week.
Normal for me is not most people's normal.
True.
Not back to abnormal yet. How's that?
Oh, I showed that one already. Nobody wanted this pink one. I ran this for the whole thing. No takers. It is...
You even started at $1.
Apparently not. Okay, this is 1 inch wide, and there's about 5 yards on it. Originally had 7. I'm not going to measure it. So I'm guessing about 5 yards if someone wants that whole roll of lace. That's running. Okay, you get the whole thing. About 5 yards, pink. It's not ruffled, it's flat. Inch and a half, or an inch, right? About an inch.
And the giveaway winner is Sandra Red. Wow.
Congrats, Sandra. You're getting that yard of white, pretty lace. That's coming to you.
Congrats, Sandra.
All right. This one is super fun. This boho, it's cotton with wooden beads. And I'm going to run this one for $4 a yard. So if someone wants, I can probably do about 5 yards of it. We'll have to see. So I'll run a 2-yard cut of it. White with the wooden beads for $8. Cotton with wooden beads. Oh, and it's about 2 inches wide. Maybe it's not 2 inches wide. Let's see. More like 1 3/4 inches. Cotton.
No boho
lace.
people in the
no
audience.
bohos. Okay. All right, and then I have this bright yellow. On here. And it is kind of that braided woven. And it feels like it's made out of either acrylic or cotton. I'm not sure. Doesn't say on the roll. It's vintage. And it is about, it's just over 1/2 inch, whatever that size is, like 5/8, I think. Super cute. Braided. Here's 2 yards of that running. If anyone wants some of that.
Hey, Sparkle to Shine. Welcome in, Ann Allen.
Braided vintage. I guess that's braided. It's more like looped, huh? But it has a neat design in there. All right, no one on that. And I've got a ton of trims like this that are, you know, either braided or woven, or, and there's lots of colors. If you can see up here, lots of colors like that. I also have some that are fringed like this. So, like that. And I mean, I'm willing to sell whole cards. I just don't think anyone wants to pay for a whole card of stuff like this, right? So tell me if you do want, you know, a whole card of something, but I didn't know that you would want to spend that much on. You know, like this one's a really pretty mauve color, braided. So let's try 2 yards of that one. So if anyone wants some of that one, it's running 2 yards. No takers. Okay. And then I've got bright blue, bright green, olive green, navy blue, teal, that are all similar to those. If anyone's interested in those colors, shout out the ones I said. I do have this. It's like a mesh embroidered lace. So pretty mesh embroidered. And I've probably got, I don't know, I can measure it. And this one's about 5 inches wide. Yeah, 5-inch wide. Pinks on kind of a fuchsia lace. And I can run 2 yards of that one. And then we'll see where we're at if someone wants more of that one. 5-inch wide mesh embroidered lace. All right, no one wants that. Okay. Let's see.
In the summer,
this is pretty.
when the weather is
this
hot,
one I can run what's left because it doesn't look like there's too much. Let's just take it off. So it's a lavender that looks like it's about 1.5 inches. Not quite 1.5 inches, like 1.25 inches. Let's just take it off of here because there's not a ton left.
In summertime.
And we'll just run.
Do you have any sari silk?
Do I have any sari silk? I do not.
Sorry.
Well, actually, that's a lie. I do have a couple of pieces that I bought from that lady who every once in a while comes on and sells the vintage kimonos that are, so it's kimono, not sari. But yeah, I don't have any specific sari silk. And those pieces are somewhere in my personal stash, and I wouldn't know where to find them right now if I wanted to sell them. They're somewhere. All right, 2, 3, 4. There's 4 yards and 16 inches on this. All right, so 4 yards, 16 inches. It's probably acrylic. It's not cotton, but it's, you know, that style. That's really pretty. So I'm going to run it for $6 if you want that whole piece. Lavender, really pretty woven. It's more soft. It's not like that scratchy kind.
Nope. Figures on that one.
All right. Let's see. Nobody wanted the purple ones. Does anyone want some of these wide ones that are super pretty? These wide vintage. This one's white. So it is. This one's about 3-inch wide. 2 yards, 3-inch wide. That's running. White. Thank you, Sin Man. Are you good with 2 yards or do you want more?
Sin Man.
You're good with 2. All right. And then I'll run that one again in case someone else wants some of that. All right, that's coming to you.
Thanks, Sin Man.
And running again if someone else wants some of that. 3-inch wide white. 2 yards. All right, no other takers on that. I don't have a lot of other carded laces except for you know, that you could buy the whole card, except for some more of those vintage hand lace packets. So like, you know, if people want to buy some of these, just tell me colors and I can pick out. You know, I can do like 4 for $4 of these vintage hem lace packets, and I have like almost every color. So these happen to be the one. I sorted them by color, so it would be easy. So if anyone wants $4, start 4 packs of this hem lace, tell me colors, and I can get you 4 packs of those. They're cute. I've got browns, blacks, blues, pinks, reds, greens. Let's see what else is in here. Purples, reds. Oh, I already said red. Anyway, I have a few tan, gray. Just a bunch of different colors on that kind of stuff if you'd like some of those. Yeah, put any requests in chat. I'll try and fulfill. All right, this one is, there's not a ton left. So let's see what's on here. And this, well, let me just see. Oh, they taped it. Hang on. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5.5. 5.5 times 7. So there's about a yard on here of this wide cream violet, and it is 6-inch wide. So if someone wants that whole card, there's a yard left. I'll run it for $4. Wide cotton eyelet embroidered, 6-inch wide, about a yard left on there. So what's that? All right, no takers. All right, let me open some of these other things I pulled out. This is a grab bag of, you get the whole bag. And it is a yard of this beaded fringe. And then it is what's left of this single strand pink sequin, black single strand sequin, and then a ton of pieces of single strand sequin in here, like a whole bag full. So you can have fun with that. So grab bag, let me just weigh it.
Grab bag. Yow.
All right, weighs 8 ounces. And that is running. So you get everything in the bag. Sequins, and then that 1 yard of that fringed beaded trim. No one wants secrets. Okay. Over here. Does anyone want bias tape or hem tape or blanket binding? Because I also have some of that. Oh, here's one little card that has this ivory colored that is just over 1/2 inch. And if I had to guess, I'd probably say there's 4 or 5 yards on there of that one. So let's run that one. So just over 1/2 inch. It has the little, you could thread ribbon through that one too, like the skinny ribbon. That's pretty. All right, no one on that. I've got rickrack, fringe. This one's cute. It's like a poly cotton fabric, vintage, with like an ivory with brown lace ruffled, and it is 2-inch wide. 2-inch wide. So vintage trim.
2-inch vintage trim.
If someone wants 2 yards of that one. That's kind of boho, isn't it? The brown on the tan. Looks very 70s. All right, no one likes that. This one I'll do if someone wants this whole thing to play with because it has sun damage on it. Let me see if you go deeper in if it's damaged. So see how it's faded on the fold there, but it's also faded a little bit elsewhere on both sides. See that? Let me see if it's faded all the way through. It's hard to tell. Let's see. I mean, it looks like the tippy ends are all faded all the way through, but it's only faded on one side. So it's this cute purple calico ruffle that is about 1.5 inches. If someone does want the whole thing, I'll sell it cheap and you can play with it. Maybe you could bleach it out. It looks like further in it's not as damaged.
Yeah, great for a junk journal.
Yeah, so if someone wants the whole thing, and like I said, the other side's unscathed for the most part. So let me see if anyone wants it. I'm going to sell it at £1 because it needs to go in a box. And I'll do it for $6. Someone wants this whole thing. There's probably 20 yards on there. I don't know. So it's like a purple calico, floral cotton ruffled. Yeah, shabby chic. It's cute. All right, no takers on that. And oh, this is pretty stuff. This is like piping where you sew it into the seam and then it has a little pipe thing on here. And this is made out of 60 acrylic, 40 wool. So it's wool and acrylic little piping that you would, sew into a seam. It's very pretty gray. Does anyone want some of this? Vintage, made in Western Germany, it says.
Wow.
Hirschberg, Schultz & Co. Huh,
That
interesting.
makes it very old.
Yeah, it's very old. It's really pretty. So if someone wants try a couple of yards of this to do something pretty with, be pretty with paper, to put it between pieces of paper and have it peeking out the edge. This little wool piping, like on junk journals. That would be pretty. All right, let me try it and see if anyone wants some of that. Trim. $2 yards. Vintage wool and acrylic And it's about 1/2 inch wide, but made, to sew in the seam or something like that. Kind of a heathered gray. No takers. Okay. This one's really cute too. It's very 70s looking, kind of a woven mesh, and it feels like it's made out of cotton. And it is about 1.25 inches wide. So 1.25 inches wide like that. This is like ecru and kind of a caramel tan color. Sorry, I was talking with the pin in my mouth. So if someone wants that, it's running for 2 yards. Okay, whose idea was it to do a trim show?
Probably mine.
Nobody wants trim tonight.
It's an epic fail, I guess.
Epic fail. Oh, I do have a ribbon goodie bag. This, I added this up. I think there's probably about 50 yards of Grow Green ribbon. And these are all ones that people would have gone into the craft store and bought it by the yard because they were little, rolled up pieces, not on, they're not on little rolls. So a sewist went in and crafter went in and bought it by the yard. There's a cute one in here that has little cat in the hat hats. And then there's all these pretty swirled ones. Some blue, yellow polka dots. This cute pink striped one. So I think there's probably about 50 yards of Grow Green ribbon in here. Let's see how much it weighs. About 7 ounces. And let's run it for $6. Who wants about 50 yards of Grow Green ribbon? Anyone? Varying widths. All of them look like they're about the 5/8 wide size or a little bit bigger. No takers. Okay. Well, I guess I can sell fabric if nobody wants ribbon and lace and trim. I do have all this rickrack on the rolls. This is a pretty wedding dress type lace. Let me show you this one. It's like that kind of scalloped lace that you would do on like a wedding dress or something. And it is about, it's 1 inch wide when you measure the teardrop to the bottom. So that one I'll run, see if anyone wants some of that. Guess I'm going to have to do a box show where I just sell these in boxfuls, huh?
Yeah.
Nobody wants lace. Sin Man is in for 2 yards of this one. Thank you. That's super pretty. Do you want more than 2 or are you good with 2?
Two is fine.
2 is good. All right. Well, I was telling my seller chat this morning that end of month is always the hardest time to sell because everybody's trying to make sure they have money to pay all their bills for the next month. And I think that rings true. I was watching a few other shows today, and even if they were selling, things weren't getting bid up as much. So end of the month is a true phenomena. All right. So this is super old. It's like grandma core, super old mesh lace. Look at the tiny little design in there. Like this is probably from the 40s or 50s. And I have, do I have 10 yards of this easily? Of this. Oh, of the last one. Yes, I probably do. You want 10 yards of this? Okay. Yep, $2 a yard for 10. All right, let me find my end again here. I'm happy to sell you 10 yards. All right, let's do it. Let me put it at this weight. There we go. That's running. For 10 yards. $2 a yard. That's a screaming deal for that kind of lace, isn't it? Thank you, Debbie Ram.
Debbie Ram, first purchase.
And I'm just going to have Bert put 10 yards for her on this, and then we'll cut it later. So everyone doesn't have to sit through me measuring out 10 yards.
Okay.
Do I have anything? How about flat vintage like the black one in Ecru? Let me see if I have something like that. Let me look in this bin and see what I see. That's narrow like that. Yeah, I don't think so. Anything like that in Ecru. Probably the closest thing I have to that kind of vibe is wider. So it's not as narrow. Like this one's pretty vintage, but it's a lot wider. And it's kind of a meshy lace. That one is, it's about 5-inch wide. And it's kind of meshy like that. Ecru. So if you like that one, you can have some of that one. But I don't have a narrow.
2. Sin Man will take 2.
I'll take 2 of that one. Okay.
How much is it? Deb Claus asking.
Are you asking how much I have of it or how much it is?
We're doing $2 a yard.
Yeah, I'm just doing $2 a yard starting bids. So, all right. So Sin Man gets the first 2 yards, and then I can see what we have left of that one. 5-inch wide mesh vintage Ecru.
Sin Man.
Right, Sin Man gets
that.
2. And then I can see how much I have left if you're asking how much I have, or
she's just asking how much it costs.
Okay, how much it costs. Okay. Yeah, so I'm just doing $2 a yard for
so
stuff
Desiree
like this.
has been searching for lace all week. Do you have any ruffle lace by chance?
Yes. What color? I've been showing it and no one's been grabbing it. So what colors are you looking for? So I have quite a few ruffled ones. Okay, this is twisted. Hang on, you guys. So I've got whites, I've got creams, I've got eyelets.
White or black?
So whites, I definitely have some whites ruffled. All right, 1, 2. So give me a second to get this one. And then is anyone interested in how much I have left of this one before I put it away? Or anyone wants more of this one? Oh, you just joined. Well, welcome in. All right, no one's speaking up on that one. Okay, so let me show you what I have white ruffled. Let's see, where does the white ruffle go? No, it's not ruffled. We ran that one. All right. I have white eyelet ruffled. Do you want narrow or wider?
Wider.
Wider. Okay, so wider white ruffled. Okay.
Right there.
No, that's not white.
Oh.
That is, but that's a tiny piece. And how many yards do you need?
How many yards you looking for? 8 to 10.
8 to 10 yards. Okay. Pretty ruffled wider. Well, that one's a little piece. And this is really wide, and it's kind of a little bit off white. That might not fit the bill. And the rest of these are cream colored. So I have this one, but it's more off white. And I know I don't have any black ruffled. And then this one is a cream color. I could probably get you enough of that one, but again, not white, cream. I have a little piece of this one, but not enough to fit that amount. And then I've got quite a few whites that aren't ruffled that you would have to ruffle yourself.
Is there any in the bins that are downstairs?
I brought all the lace up from downstairs.
Oh, okay.
So like I have this one, but you would have to ruffle it yourself. Yeah. Wouldn't be too hard to ruffle that because I definitely have enough of it on that one. So this one's got 10 yards on it. And let's see. Yeah, that's pretty much what I have. I've got 10 yards or more of this one, but again, not ruffled. You'd have to ruffle it. There's a big old roll of that one. So let me know if you want me to run either of those. And then that eyelet I have that was white is just a little bit too narrow. And I do have 6 yards of this eyelet white, but it's not ruffled. It's just a wide unruffled. There's a big wad of this one that is ruffled white. I doubt there's 10 yards though. But I can measure it if you want me to. That one's cute. And that one's about 2.5. Let's see. Yeah, 2.5 inches.
Can she see the first one you showed?
The 6-inch one.
Yeah, the one that was.
Yeah, I have 6 yards of this one.
You mean the very, very first one she showed, or this one?
The first one I showed.
Remember, she asked for something wider.
Oh, this eyelet, the narrow white eyelet. It is it's an inch wide.
After the one with the roses.
Let's see, that one had roses. This one, is it this one? That's white.
Yes.
Yeah, so that one is, width on that one is, it's right at 2 inches when you measure this part to the flat side. And I can definitely get you 10 yards of that one. So if you like that one, I can run that. Okay. So you want me to run 10 yards of that?
Yeah.
Okay. All right. All right. There we go. 10 yards running of that one.
We're so professional of that one.
You're welcome. And
First purchase, Desi
thank
Ray.
you so much, Desi Ray. That's coming to you. Just put 10 on that. Measure it out later. All right. And I'm not going to sell any more of that because I'll give her the 10 and then we'll see if there's any left.
We'll see where we're at.
All right. Nobody wanted this little card. This is an ecru color. It's about 3/4 inch and it has the little holes where you can thread ribbon through. And I'm guessing there's probably three yards on there on that card. If someone wants that one, I'm just going to run the whole card. Cute little ecru vintage on the card. 5/8 wide. No takers. All right.
Takers on that bad girl.
I have some really, really vintage tatted lace. This one is a yard. And it's, you know, the ecru color. A yard. You know how long it takes to make a yard of tatted lace? This is actually a yard and 12 inches.
No, I don't. How long does it take?
Because every little tiny knot in there is hand done. So it's a true vintage. I think this probably someone saved it off the bottom of an old worn out like pillowcase or, you know, maybe the bottom of a blouse or something. So it's ancient tatted lace, yard and 16 inches. I know, right? Forever. My grandma had a really good friend who did tatting, and I have a doily she made for me as a wedding gift, and it's beautiful. And then I have this little set that is 3 pieces that are 16-inch long, and then 3 pieces that are between 8 and 14.
How much
also
for the tatted lace?
I'll start it at 10 if someone wants it. So yard and 16 inches. The width on this is, let's see, it's about an inch and just under a half.
She'll pass on it.
Okay. All right. Does anyone want this little piece of double ruffle white? It's just a little piece, but it's double ruffle white, and it's 25 inches. I'll run it for $2 if someone wants it. 25 inches, double ruffle white. And it's about 2 inches wide. 25 inches, double ruffle white. Isn't that pretty? Has like little flower cameos in it. 2-inch wide. No takers. Okay. And then I've got another bin. Let's see what's in it. Can't remember. Oh, there's some more wide laces in here that are this kind that I think they make this so that you can just put it right onto like the bottom of a skirt or a curtain or something. Because see how it has I don't know, someone tell me, why did they make it like this? so that it can just go right on there, and then it's like double, you know, have a ruffle on the top. Is that why? So you could ruffle it. Anyway, this is a light pink color, really wide, and it is about 5.5 inches wide. And I think this is a 2-yard piece. So pretty. Let's see. 1, 2. Oh, actually, there's more than that. There's 3, 4. There's 4 yards of this light pink, 5.5 inch wide. If someone wants it, that's running. That is super pretty. Light pink, 5.5 inch wide lace. So I think it's made like you sew here, and then you can ruffle it, right? So it could go on the bottom of a dress or a curtain or something. All right, no one wants that. I have this one in here that is kind of Christmassy little, it's like a green calico, little flowers. Kind of looks Christmassy to me though. So it's like fabric and then lace on both sides. That one's cute. There's not a ton of this one left. I could measure it if someone wants that and sell you the whole piece. Anyone want that one? The width of it with the lace on there is 1.5 inches. Let me know if you want me to measure that one. And let's see. Oh, here's that same one that was in the pink, only in cream. So that one's probably about 4 yards as well. And let's see what else is in here. Oh, there's some fun little pieces. This one's white with blue beads, like iridescent beads. It's a pre-cut piece that is 1 yard and 32 inches. Someone wants that. That's really cute. 1 yard and 32 inches. It's running if someone wants that. And it's about 1 inch and some change wide, 1.25 inches. Little iridescent blue beads. I wonder how you would sew that on. Oh, there's enough of a, see how there's enough above there. You could just sew right along the edge. Yeah. Okay, no one on that. Let's see. This is like a light, very, very light green.
Very carefully, Lovely says.
Yeah, very carefully. You might have to hand stitch it, huh? So this one's a light, light green. There's 1 yard of it. And let's see what else is in here. Oh, here's a whole roll of vintage. It says there's 20 yards, and it doesn't look like there's much missing. It does look like there's a little bit of fading because it's supposed to be pink. See how that's faded right there? Let's look underneath and see if it's faded.
We had some off the roll in there.
What?
I thought there was some off the roll.
Yeah, see, it's just faded on that one spot that was there. The rest of it is this pretty pink color. Oh, no, wait, I think it goes ombre. Let's see. Oh, it's ombre. So it goes light, dark, light, dark, light, dark. It's supposed to be that way because look. See how it does that? That's kind of pretty. So it says there's 20 yards on this roll, and I don't see much missing if someone wants this whole roll of that. It's about 1 inch, not quite 1 inch wide, about 3/4, 5/8. It's a 5/8 wide. That's kind of pretty. let me see what else is in this box. Oh, here's a mint green that's like that pink and cream colored one. So mint green lace, probably about 4 yards. There's a peach in that as well, probably about 4 yards. I'm going to make you tell me if you want it because I'm not having a lot of interest.
How much for the pink ombre, Deborah?
The pink ombre. So if I'm doing $2 yours and there's 20, that won't work. So how about if I do 15 for the whole thing? Because see, it goes all the way to the edge. So I think there's maybe a yard missing of the 20. So there's probably 19 on there.
Yes.
Okay. That works. All right, that's going. So that pretty ombre vintage. Well, you get the whole roll. Wow. Does anyone remember that brand of stores? KD Craft? I don't.
Debbie Ram.
Where was that at? Was that an East Coast brand?
I,
KD Craft stores?
that doesn't ring a bell with me.
Oh, this is really pretty. This is cotton.
This is called Ecstasy.
that fat.
Debbie, this is called Ecstasy.
This is really pretty. It's cotton. I'm sure it's a manufactured. It looks manufactured, but it's sure pretty. Woven. Ecru color. It is 2.5 inch wide. There's probably about 6 yards here, if I'm guessing. Anyone interested in that? Isn't that pretty? I can run 2 yards and see if anyone wants it. All right, 2 yards running of this one. Cotton, 2.5 inch, kind of, woven, crocheted. It does look manufactured for sure. It's not handmade. All right, no one wants it. Okay. Let's see what else is in here. Oh, I should have seen. Oh, this isn't going to be 10 yards, but it's black and white, ruffled. But there's not 10 yards of it, but that's cute. It's about 1.5 inches, I think. Actually, it comes out to 2 inches when you flatten it. There is a bunch of it. Do you want me to measure that one? Anyone? It's like white with little black centers and little black vine that goes through it. And I've got 1, 2, 3, 4. There's 4 yards there. Anyone want that one? 4 yards. I'm going to run it. It's 4 yards. Here we go. $2 a yard. 2 inch wide, white, ruffled with black accents. No one needs it. Okay. Let's see what else is in here. This is funky. It's light blue with mauve. So light blue mauve. Triple layer. So you've got a small ruffle of light blue, a mauve, and a blue on the underneath. There's not a ton of it. There's 1 yard and 2 yards and a half. 2.5 yards of it. Anyone want that funky lace? 2.5 yards. It's running. It's kind of fun. Fun colors. It's unique. Light blue and mauve, rosy colored. probably from the 80s because that was the color everyone had, right?
Marla,
Marla
for
is taking that. Thank you, Marla. Isn't that 80s was everything mauve and blue? Like everyone had blue and mauve colored upholstered couches and other things.
Thanks, Marla.
Thank you, Marla. All right, this is super cute. Let's see how much there is of it. It's ruffled. And it is like gingham, polka dot, meshy. It would look really cute with something patriotic. Right? Isn't that a cute lace? How much do I have? Let's see. I've got 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. There's 5 yards here. Anyone want 5 yards of this? It is 1.25 inches wide, ruffled, meshy, patriotic look. Super cute. Marla wants it. All right, do you want the whole thing? All 5 yards? All right, here we go. $10, $2 a yard. That's a good deal, right? That's really cute. That's probably from the 70s too. It's probably from 70s or 80s. These all came out of someone's stash, personal stash.
Marla takes that.
They've just been in bins. They're in really good shape. So really cute stuff. Thank you, Marla. All right, here's a red and white double triple ruffle. Let's see how many ruffles. Let's see. Oh, it's actually, is that pink? No, it's white. All right, so it's a triple ruffled. So you've got white, pink, white, and it's about 2-inch wide. And it looks like I have a little bit more than 2 yards. I've got 1, 2.5. There's 2.5 yards of that. That would also be really cute, patriotic stuff. So if someone wants that, 2.5 yards. There we go. That's running 2.5 yards. Cute triple ruffle vintage. Gail is taking that. It's super cute, huh? Thank you, Gail.
Gail.
All right, that one's sitting right there for you. All right, here is a triple ruffle, kind of cream and peaches and cream. Look how pretty that is. And that one is how wide? 2.5 wide. And I have 1 yard, 2 yards of it. So 2 yards of that one. That's running. Peaches and cream. That is super pretty. That would be gorgeous on a little girl dress, wouldn't it? 2 yards. And Gail is taking
Gail
that.
takes that.
Thank you.
Thank you, Gail.
Oh, this is a collar. This is one of those cotton collars. Someone bought this at Woolworths. One of those vintage cotton collars. Look at that's funny. Look at the tag on here.
Wow.
100% cotton. Is anyone making a vintage costume that needs one of those little fancy colors? My wedding dress actually had something on it like this because my dress was made Laura Ashley style in the 80s. All right, I'm gonna run this if someone wants it. $4. Cotton collar. It has the tag on it still from Woolworths. That's cute. No one wants it. All right, that's okay.
Good old Woolworths.
All right, is this stretchy? No, not stretchy. All right, this is white with the little pink. It's not ribbon, it's just, woven in there, pink in the center. And I have some that has blue in the center too. And it's just over 1/2 inch wide. So like that, whatever size that is, 5/8 or something. All right, 1, 2, 3, 4. There's 4.5 yards on this piece. So 4.5 times 1.5 would be what?
4.5 times 1.5. Now you're asking me
Well,
to
because
do
it's narrow, so I'm gonna just run it.
math.
What?
Now you're asking me to do middle school math. 6.75.
All right, so I'll just run it for $6. You get the whole piece, 4.5 yards. There you go. That's really cute. Really cute for baby dresses, baby stuff. Cute on blankets. Marla is in for that. Thank you, Marla.
Marla takes that bad
And then
girl.
I have a piece in the blue. Let's see how much is on the blue piece. So
Thanks,
same
Marla.
deal, only the blue. And we have 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8. There's 8 yards on this one. Does anyone want me to do like halvesies 4 and 4, or does anyone want the whole 8 yards? The end of this is a little squinched, like a thread got pulled. So we'll say it's 7.5 yards. 7.5 times 1.5 is
7.5 times 1.5.
Oh, Marla said run half of it. Okay, so we'll run 4 yards of it.
7.25 to answer your question.
All right, so we'll just run 4 yards times $1.50 is
$6.
all right, $6. Here we go. So for 4 yards of it. Thank you. Marla is taking that. All right, let me find the squinched end and give you your 4 yards from the unsquinched end.
The unsquinched?
Yeah.
It sounds like a Native American tribe. The unsquinched settled in the valley many decades ago.
All right, so there's your 4 yards of that one. And then if someone wants the other piece, you're getting 3.5 yards plus some extra, because that little end, like, see how it's kind of got bunched up. So if someone wants the rest of that one for $4, here it goes. Now 3.5 yards. All No one else wants it. Okay. All right, this is stinking cute. That went on. That would go on like a gunny sack dress from the 80s, huh? Little calico, and then it's got the little cotton crochet trim, and it's ruffled. All right, this one has a yard. There's 2 yards here of that one. That's running if someone wants that. Ruffled cotton calico with, you know, it's sewn and then it's got the little crocheted edge. That is stinking cute. 2 yards. Gail is getting a deal. Thank you, Gail.
Gail grabs that bad girl.
That's really cute.
Thank you, Gail.
All right, this is fabric. It feels like a blend, poly cotton blend fabric, little print, and then it's got the white lace over the top. And there's just 1 yard of this. So if someone wants that one, 1 yard. That's running. Black and white. So it's fabric with lace on top, ruffled, 1 yard. And it's about 2-inch wide. No takers. Okay. How about
How much do you have of? Was that the old question or which one, Desiree?
Oh, I just had a yard of it. That's all there was. It was a pre-cut yard. So yeah, that's all there is of that one. Yeah, running again. 1 yard. 2-inch wide black fabric with the lace on top. So it's 2 layers. Ruffled. Coming your way.
Desi Dre. Thanks, Desi Dre.
All right, there's some yellow of that one that looks like this. Yellow and white. Looks like I've got a lot of that one. Someone just tell me how much you want of this if you want some in the yellow. And then I'll measure out how much you want. So it's about 5/8 wide, 3 yards. All right. 3 times $1.50.
$4.50.
All right, I can't run 450, so we do 4. All right, that's running. So you're getting 3 yards of that one. Thank you. All right, let me measure that and cut it real quick. 2.
Thanks, Marla.
3. Whoops, just doing 4. 2, 3. All right, 3 yards of the white yellow for Arla. All right, this is gorgeous. There's 2 pieces of it, but they're pre-cut. So I can't give you continuous. It's kind of a rose, dusty rose, cream, 3-layer ruffle. And this piece is a yard and about 10 inches. And then the other piece of it is a yard, 2 yards. So in total, there's 3 yards, 10 inches. Let me make sure it's exactly the same. Oh, they're 2 different laces. Never mind. Never mind. Two different. See, this one's cream, dusty, cream. This one's dusty, cream, dusty. So yard and 10 on this one. And it's about it's a little more than 2 inches wide, like 2.25 wide. 3 layer. Yard and 10 inches. That's running. That's really pretty. So Dusty Rose Cream 3 layer. Yard 10 inches. Marla is taking that. And then this one is we were watching that game show, The Flip Side. It was pretty lame. This is the flip side. So it goes cream, dusty, cream. About the same width, but it's a different pattern. So that's cute. And this one is 2 yards. All right, that's running 2 yards. That's really pretty. And that 2 yards is going to Super Sales Jackie.
Super Sales Jackie.
Thank you, Jackie. Coming your way. All right, I'm running a buyer thank you gift giveaway, and you get to pick one of these vintage packages. I've got red wide rickrack, and then I've got seam binding lace in, what color do they call this? Parakeet, pink, light pink, or beige. So you get to pick one of those fun vintage packs. So everyone get in that. Yeah, red rickrack. That's cute, huh? That wide red rickrack. So everyone get in the giveaway that made a purchase, and you get to pick one of these items. More of the 5/8 yellow and white. Yes. Where did I put it? Oh, it's right here. How much do you want of it? There's probably 4 or more yards left. 2, 3, 4, 5. Oh, there's 6. There's 7 yards left. So you can have up to 7 yards of it. How many do you want? 3 yards. And I did that at $1.50. What was $1.50 times 3?
$4.50.
All right, so $4 start. Here we go. And that's for 3 yards. Of the 5/8 wide yellow white. Thank you. Thank you. Let me put 3 yards for you there. 2, 3.
Thank you, A Sailor.
Coming your way. All right, so everyone in that giveaway, let's draw a winner. 5, 4, 3, 2, 1. All buyers get in there. Here we go. Who gets to pick a pack? Super Sales Jackie. So wide red rickrack, parakeet lace, pink, light pink, or beige. These are like that hem tape lace. Which would you like? Little vintage packs. The red rickrack. There you go. That's coming to you. Super Sales Jackie. Congrats. And I do have rickrack if anyone wants to see rickrack. All right, let's see what else is in this bin that's fun.
Super duper sales jacket.
Oh, this is a cute piece. Here's another like vintage floral calico with a ruffle of lace.
Yes to Rick Rack.
All right. Yeah, we can run some. All right. This is a yard and a half. So yard and a half on this one. That's really cute. All right. Yard and a half. I do have a roll of wide black. I'll show you. All right, this one's running. Yard and a half. It's about 2 inches wide. Double ruffle. That is so cute. Very prairie. Upcycle that onto a sweatshirt or something. It's super cute.
Super
And
sales.
Super Sales is getting that.
Thank you, Super Sales.
All right, this is a roll of black Rick Rack. It's modern. 3 yards. 3 yards, and it's really wide. It's as wide as the opening there, but I don't want to take the plastic off. So it's about 5/8 wide. Let's see. Yeah, actually, it comes in when it touches the 2 edges. It's about 1 inch wide. So 3 yards of black Rick Rack. I'll start it for $3. So if you want that, 3 yards wide black Rick Rack. New on the roll. Thank you. That's coming to
Hey,
you.
Sailor.
The ones that I have on the bolts are not that wide. These are like the, oh, let me show you the width on these. I mean, they're not the mini size, but they're not super wide like that was. So they, when you touch sides, they come in at 1/2 inch. So I have lots of colors in that size, 1/2 inch size. Wider white lacy trim. Yes. So how wide? So like something like this. Run that purple. How many yards do you want? Just tell me how many yards. $2 a yard. 3. Okay. All right. So the purple, this is a light purple. 3 yards.
Are you going to cut this or you want me to write it?
No, I'll cut it. Actually, I'll do a $5 start. Give you a deal. All right, that's running. So you're getting 3 yards.
Super Sales is looking for something at least 3+ inches wide.
Okay. More of those floral ruffles. I'll look. Because I was digging in that bin. All right. You're getting 3 yards. Does anyone else want some of this one? Purple, light purple Rick Rack. 1, 2, 3.
Thank you.
There's the fabric ones that I have left are the ones that are kind of Christmassy, and they're not as wide, but they're cute. I'll show you what they look like.
Thanks, hey, Sailor.
And then wider white than that. Let's see, what do I have that's really wide? Like this one, I have a piece. This is really pretty. And that one's about 3 inch wide, I think. Let's
Yes.
see.
Super Sales.
Actually, that one's 4 inch wide. All right, let's see. This is a pre-cut piece. So I'll just tell you how big it is. 1, 2. There's 2 yards on this piece. Is that enough on that one? All right. That's running. 4-inch wide, 2 yards. That's really pretty. And Super Sales is getting that. Thank you.
Super duper sales, Jackie.
All right, the fabric ones I have. This one's got fabric on top, lace on bottom. It's a little green gingham. And it is 1.25 inches wide. So there's that one. And then I have this red one that has the fabric in the middle. And it's about 2-inch wide. So lace on both sides. So I can run however much you want of those. And then there's a red that has the fabric on top. I don't have a ton left of that one. Let me run that one first. I'll just measure it and run what's left. Because there's not a ton left. So 1, 2, there's 2.5 yards left on this one. So the red with the fabric on top, the lace on bottom. And it is 1 inch, just shy of 1.5 inches wide. What did I say it was? 2 yards, 2.5 yards. Yeah, thank you, lovely. Oh my gosh, my brain doesn't work. All right, that's running. So you're getting what was left of that one if anyone wants this one. So red fabric with the cute white lace on the bottom. 2.5 yards. Oh, no one wants that. Okay. Do you want the green or the red with the fabric in the middle? Just tell me. So this is the same fabric, but lace on both sides, 2-inch wide. And then this is the 1.5 inch.
Bobby.
What's that?
Mrs. Bobby Hill's in the show.
Oh, Mrs. Bobby Hill's in. All right. So no one wants this? Okay.
Oh, Bobby.
All right. And then let's see if there's any other fabric ones. I don't see any others with fabric, but this is sure cute. Little hearts, ruffled, and it is 1.5 inches wide. It's a pre-cut piece, and I've got 1, 2, about 2 yards, 14 inches. Little hearts on there. So running that piece if someone wants it. 2 yards, 14 inches pre-cut. White with the hearts on top.
Bum, bum, bum. Bum, bum,
That's really cute. And a sailor.
Hey, sailor takes that.
All right, let's see what else is in here.
Thank you, A sailor.
This one's a long piece. All right, this is like kind of a minty blue green color, and then the top is multicolored. So it's a double ruffle. That's really cute. And it is 1.5 inches wide. And I have 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. There's 5 yards. Does anyone want all 5 yards of this at $2 a yard? Otherwise, I'll run it in 2 yard increments. Hey, Andy's in the house, up late. I hope the kids are asleep. How you doing? Anyone want all 5? All right, I'm going to run a 2-yard piece and we'll cut it. So here's a 2-yard piece of that. Double ruffle. It's kind of a minty blue green. And then the multicolored top ruffle. This is for 2 yards.
Feeling much better, Andy.
Yeah, he's doing a lot better. Thanks.
Feeling good, looking good.
Super sales Jackie.
Super duper sales Jackie
is getting 2 yards of that. And then I'll run the rest of it is going to be 3 yards. We'll run the rest. So this is 3 yards. Let me just make sure. 2, 3. Yep, 3 yards. And 3 times 2 is 6. All right, that's running. So 3 yards. So the rest of that is running.
I love how you had to think about that.
Well, no, I was looking at my screen to try and see.
Marla for vintage.
All right, so Marla gets that one. Thank you, Marla. All right, this is really pretty. It's
Marla.
like a light aqua color vintage. That looks so 70s, doesn't it? It's super cute. And there's a yard. There's 2 yards of it, and it is 2-inch wide. 2-inch wide. It matches my shirt. I should just put this, make a lace collar, right? 2 yards of Mountain Dew Baja Blast color. Here we go. That's really cute lace. That would make a really cute lace on a vintage top. You know, vintage inspired top from like the 60s or 70s.
Super
sales
Jackie.
is getting that. Cute piece.
Thanks, Jackie.
Oh, I can pull out some more rickrack too. If you guys want more rickrack. I have packets of rickrack, and I also have the rickrack on the rolls that, like I was showing, the purple. I have other colors. So I can get some more of that. All right, this is kind of a tangled mess, so I have to maybe deal with that later. Oh, too bad we don't have some of this. It's just a little tiny piece, but look, it's penguins. It's just a little like 6-inch piece or something. But yeah, there's only 10 inches of it. Someone want this in their package? Little penguins. Little 10 inches of
Super
penguins.
Duper Sales says, yeah.
You got it. And you guys want some more rickrack? All right, this is a ruffled 1 1/4 inch. And it has like kind of shiny flower blue. And there's a yard. It's a pre-cut piece. Yard. Actually, there's 2 yards. So 2 yards of it. That's running if someone wants that. That's really pretty. Blue with kind of a shimmery white flower. Sin Man's getting that.
Thank you, Sin Man.
All right, let me show you some more rickrack colors. So I have the turquoise. It's the same width as the other one, like 1/2 inch when you touch the sides on the tape measure. Anyone want turquoise rickrack? And tell me how many yards you want.
Yes.
Yes.
And?
And how many yards do you want?
3.
All right, 3 times 2. I'm going to run it at $5 for 3 yards. Hang on. All right, that's running. So 3 yards of the 1/2-inch turquoise rickrack. It's nice cotton rickrack. It's not, some of the more modern rickracks they make out of poly, and it's not as nice. I like this rickrack, this old vintage stuff. All right, 3 yards going to. All right, it did run.
Yes.
And
going to a sailor.
A sailor. 1, 2, 3. Thank you. All right, and then another color I have off the bolt, roll, whatever you want to call it, is the dark purple. So it's much darker than the light. So we want some of that, same width. 3 on that one as well. All right, that's right. Dark purple rickrack. Thank you.
Super duper sales, Jackie.
And I can run any of those again. Just say if you wanted, if you didn't get some and you want some. All right, that's coming to you. Did anyone else want the dark purple? How many yards do you want? 3? I think you were the one that originally said you wanted some of 3, right?
Jackie.
All right, running again for 3 yards of the dark purple. Thank you. All right,
a sailor.
You.
You know what we got to do?
What?
We got to do a factory tour in Japan of the fabric.
One of the fabric manufacturers.
And
That
go
would be
over
fun.
to Riley Blake's and see if
I definitely want to go to Japan. Riley Blake's does theirs in South Korea.
Oh, do they?
Yeah, their cotton's in South Korea, but it's equally as good quality. Moda does Japan. Free Spirit does Japan. What other brands do Japan? Most of the high-end brands do Japan.
So just a little info, a little inside info about Dana and I is we've been on business tours of businesses in Asia, and we visited quite a few.
Light pink.
And
I'm just going to go ahead and do 3 yards of the light. If someone wants it, swipe in. If
I have a fascination with manufacturing and places and stuff.
Yeah, that was such an amazing trip. He did it for his MBA. They did a foreign trip, like a foreign business trip. We got to go to all these different factories in both Japan and China and Thailand.
That's right.
It was such a cool trip.
We went to the factory that does your Happy Meal toys.
That was in Shenzhen, China.
30,000 employees.
Yeah.
They make Happy Meal toys, Furbies,
And
and
they
those-
probably sit there and think, what the HE double toothpick is this stuff that I'm making? Because back when we went, China was still a little bit,
This was 99.
yeah, 1999. So I kind of just sat there and wondered if they thought, man, Americans are so weird. We're making all these funky little toys.
And now they're just like us.
Now they're just like us. Yep. All right. Anyone else want some of the pink?
I don't know. You were there this summer, Dana. Are they even more like this? Than the last
It's very,
time you were?
very industrialized, very westernized. They have, in fact, so much so that all of their malls now are just all the bougie brands. So, yeah. Yeah, I want to go on that tour. Lovely Pinto, you and I should do it. Maybe we'll bring Bert and your husband. Well, maybe. All right. Does anyone else want pink?
She's not kidding either. She worries about me too much.
All right. Nobody else wants pink. All right. Unless I missed it. If I missed it, tell me in chat. All right. And then I have Kelly green, that same size. This is such a pretty green. So I can do that one. 3 yards starts right now. If you want less or more, just don't bid. This is for 3 yards of the bright green.
Oh, your husband loves anything Japanese? Really? Does he like sushi?
They would throw my husband out.
Hey, sailor.
Why do you say that? Because he's not, because Japanese are very, very formal and polite. It's kind of funny. And very clean. Oh my gosh, Japan is the cleanest country I've ever been in. Like you would ride in a taxi and they have little like doilies and headrests, and the guy would like between every customer like clean the taxi out, and
I
the
personally,
hotels are beautiful because he's an
pissed off.
American.
I mean,
He's too American.
Really, really pissed off.
Yeah,
the
he pissed
chief
off the
communications officer for Toyota Corporation.
Yeah, like really pissed him off.
by just simply asking a question.
All right, that's all the Rick Rack colors I have in the wider size. I do have some skinny orange. If anyone wants the tiny skinny orange off the bolt, let me know. 3 yards of the skinny orange. All right, $4, 3 yards skinny orange Rick Rack.
Skinny orange. That sounds like that'd make a good like soft drink or something.
A soft drink.
Yeah. If it tasted like Pocari Sweat.
Oh, Pocari Sweat's so yummy, but it's really high in calories, I found out. I don't know.
Oh,
I didn't
wow.
ever know that because you can't read the bottle.
They have a sports drink that's like Gatorade or whatever over there, and it's called Pocari Sweat, and
I love
it's
it.
delicious. But
Yeah,
but
it's high in
sweat?
calories.
I
Apparently.
mean,
it's an
seriously?
electrolyte drink. All right, this is going to A Sailor.
Thank you,
All
Sailor.
right, anyone else want skinny orange?
They didn't think that name through very well.
Rick Rack. All right, let's go back to some more lace.
Yeah, Japan has a fascination with English,
Oh, that's so cool. Japanese tea parties.
so a lot of their products have American type names.
Here's another really wide white one that is super pretty. It kind of has a lattice design. And it is, let's see, 3-inch wide. So 3-inch wide, and I'll run 2 yards unless someone swipes in fast and tells me, or chats in fast, tells me they want more than 2. So this is for 2 yards, 3-inch wide white. Lattice look. wide. It's super pretty.
Super duper sales, Jackie.
Super sales is getting 2 yards of that. Let me know if you want more than 2 or if anyone else wants some of that. I'll run it again. Anyone else want some of that? Or are you good with 2? I'm assuming so since you didn't say in
for
chat you
Nokia.
wanted more.
Oh, wow. But has he been to Japan? If you know what, there's a discount airline
All right,
that flies
super sales, Jackie.
that flies to Japan now, and it's really really low cost. What's it called? Zip Airline or
All right,
something
anyone
like
else
that?
want 2 yards of this 3-inch wide white?
You guys should go for a weekend. I mean, seriously,
A weekend? You can't go to Japan for a weekend.
Okay, a week.
It takes a whole day just to fly there. Week, maybe.
You know what I meant.
No one snagged this earlier. This purple. This is so pretty. It is what width? Let's see. It's
Super sales. Jackie won the auction.
Oh, she did. Well, we already know that.
She won the giveaway.
What giveaway was I running?
Oh wait, I'm sorry. No, never mind.
Never mind.
I'm just behind.
You're
here.
totally behind. Is your phone like lagging or something?
All
right, this is an inch, just shy of 1.5 inches wide.
This is super sales, right?
Yes.
Okay.
Or no, wait. Who won the last one on your screen?
Super sales.
Okay. My screen is not showing who won last. Right? That was super sales, right? That last white. 2, 3. We can look.
Yeah. It's super duper sales, Jackie.
4.
No buyer on your screen?
There's 4.5 yards of this. Is anyone interested in some or all of this one?
There is on mine, so.
Yeah, that's weird. Mine doesn't show one either.
I know, it disappears.
It disappears. Maybe it disappears if you talk too long.
Sailor says yes to.
Oh, it's because that last sale is going. Oh no, it shows on here super sales. Okay. We're all good. We're all good. Okay, 4.5 yards. Anyone want this? I'm gonna try all of it if someone wants it.
No, Sailor said she wanted 2.
Oh, she wants 2. Okay. So let's.
Was it 2. This one here, a Sailor, or is Dana getting?
There's such a lag on here that I can't tell what anyone's saying. She won 25.
I know.
Yeah, that was number 25. Okay, so 2 yards is running of this. If someone wants it. 1.5 inch purple lavender, kind of a woven look.
A Sailor,
Sailor gets 2. And then that means I have 2.5 left. Does anyone want what's left? We'll run it again. All right, so a Sailor gets that. And to be fair, she paid 4, so I'll run what's left for 5, which is 2.5 yards. So if someone wants what's left. 2.5 yards, 1.5 inch wide woven lavender. All right, we'll save that. All right. How about... Oh, I showed this early on. No takers. It's eyelet, embroidered eyelet, cream colored. And it has little embroidered pineapples on it. You like that? You want some of that? And it's ruffled, and it's about, well, when you lay it flat, it's 2 inches wide. All right, so how much of that one would you like? $2 yards. All right, let's do it. 2 yards running of that eyelet. Cream color, ruffled, 2 inch wide. Thank you.
Hey, Sailor.
2 yards here.
Yeah, I'm seriously thinking about taking that inexpensive airline to Japan and maybe buying a business class or something, because
All right, that's coming to a sailor.
the Japanese seats
Anyone else want 2 yards or more
are
of
pretty
this
narrow.
one? I actually have 2 cards of this. It's cute. Running another 2 yards in case someone else wants some really quick before I put it away. Cream colored eyelet embroidered, ruffled, 2-inch. All right, no one else on there. All right, and then I've got, let's see. Oh, these are more modern because they have have like a 90s UPC on them. 4 yards polyester ruffled purple. And it's on a roll. And I'll just sell you the whole roll with 5 yards on it. If someone wants that. For 4.
Do you have any rose trims in pink?
Like pink with roses on it. I have some lace that has roses on it. That's pink. It's on a little roll. There's about 5 yards left on here.
So we have a request from Prism House, if you want to read that.
I said Draz, not bro. Oh. Yeah.
Our daughter calls us bra all the time. Bra.
That isn't gathered. This is flat. This one's not gathered. Yeah. Does anyone want this 5 yards that are on here for $4? Vintage flat lace. It's about 1.25 inches wide. Pink roses. All right, no one on that. Let me see what else I have pink. This is a really wide one that has roses, and it's the kind that you can use for curtains because it's hemmed. So I don't know. I guess that was made so that you could ruffle it onto a curtain and have the channel, or use it as a balance. But that's really pretty. And it's wide. Let's see, it's about 6.5 inches wide. And I've got quite a bit.
Lots of different flat laces.
Yeah, I've got lots of flat ones. Anyone want some of this one?
Yeah, Super Sales would like some.
How many yards do you want? 2.
2.
Okay, so 2 yards of that. I'm gonna do 5. Since it's wide and hemmed, I think that's fair. So $5 for 2 yards. Oh, do you not want it for 5?
Guess not.
Or maybe she missed it. Tell me if it needs to run again. You missed it. Okay. I don't know. I just feel like for 5, that's a good deal. 2 yards of this 6.5 inch with the hem. For 2 yards, that's a good deal, right? All right, Super Sales gets the first 2 yards.
Super Duper Sales.
And then I'm pretty sure I have 2 more. So let's cut her piece and then we'll see what's left. All right, so there's 2 yards.
Debbie Ram would need at least 10 yards or something like that.
Trying to think, what do I have that maybe have? I don't think I have anything in pink that I have 10 yards of. Two. All right, there's 3 yards left of this one. So do you still just want 2, or does someone want the 3 that are left?
Prism wants to know if we're going to be on longer.
Yeah, we'll be on a little longer. I mean, not a ton longer, but I'm not done showing what was in this bin yet. Does anyone want the 3 yards of this?
Prism will take all 3.
All right, all 3. So I did it for 3 times 3 is 9. Did I do it for 3? No, I did it for, so it'll be 8 for what's left. Okay. There you go. That's
Prism House takes that.
All right, I do have it in a dusty rose that's similar. Yeah, thank you, Super Sales. Have a great night.
Good night.
Yes, I do still have Rick Rack. It's the colors I have are right there. I have lavender, pink, Kelly green in the 1/2 inch size. The orange is the skinny. And then I have turquoise and dark purple also in the 1/2 inch. Yeah, just tell me the colors and how many yards. All right, so this is the dusty rose one that is, let's see, 6.5 inch also with the hem. So it's hemmed like that. And it looks like I probably have 3 or 4 yards of this one. So anyone interested in the dusty rose, tell me how many yards you want. And I'll do it at, I was doing it at $5 for 2 yards. So that's how much per yard?
You're doing what?
That was $4.25 a yard is what I was, or I mean $2.25 a yard. So yeah.
What color?
You want some of this? Or she wants the Rick Rack. So Prism, do you want the whole piece? Do you want me to measure it and see how much there is? All right, there's 1,
$2 a yard on the Rick Rack, Michelle.
2, 3, 4, 5. There's actually 5 yards. Do you want all 5 yards of this? Okay, what's 225 times 5?
225 times 5?
Yeah.
11.25.
All right, so we're doing $11 start. And you get all 5 yards of that. Dusty rose. It's like curtain valance lace because it has the hem.
Prism House.
Prism is taking that. Thank you. All right, the Rick Racks, she wants 2 yards each of both purple, pink, turquoise. Purples, pink, and turquoise. Okay. So purple, pink, turquoise. So let me just show them and you can confirm. So the purples I have are the dark purple. Oh, let me get my camera centered here again. So I'm like looking at the side. So dark purple, here's the turquoise, here's the light purple, and here's the pink. Those are all good. All right, so 2, 4, 6, 8 times 2
16
is 16. And Bert's just going to write a note. So the 2 purples, the turquoise, and the pink. She's getting 2 yards of each. Look at how I can juggle. Thank you, Michelle, for your first purchase.
All Michelle Ann,
All right,
thank
we've
you.
got that written down, so we'll cut them after. So 2 purples, turquoise, and pink. All right, and then I do have this. No one bought my grab bag. This is a really good deal. There's about 20 opened vintage rickrack packs of all different sizes and colors.
Flavors too.
And there's some gold in there. So it's just all rickrack packs, vintage, opened. And it weighs, I don't know how many yards you're getting, but there's a lot in there. Let me see how much the bag
Delicious.
weighs. I ran it for $5. It weighs 7 ounces. $5, you get the whole bag. So yeah, it's just a fun one. And it's got all these cute vintage labels in there on a few of them. And then you just get all these little cardboard things of that.
A Sailor takes
A
that.
Sailor's taking that. And then I have some little grab bags of Rick Racks that are all about the same. Well, let me show you this one. And I was doing these at $6 to just get 6 unopened vintage packs. And this one, they're all like the 1/2 inch and they're all shimmer. So this one's blue shimmer. This one has silver shimmer on blue, blue shimmer, silver on blue, purple, and silver. So you get 6 unopened vintage packs of rickrack. And here we go, $6. $1 a pack. That's a good deal for all these cute vintage rickracks, right? And each pack says it has 3 yards.
Michelle is
So that's a
complimenting.
screaming deal.
Debbie Ram.
Oh, thank you. Thank you. I appreciate that. I do try to look nice in my shows. I would be really self-conscious. I didn't used to show my face when we first started selling, but I've been selling for 4 years. And at a certain point, about 6 months to a year in, we started doing this show where we were dumping out bags of fabric. So I had no choice. And so I'm like, well, I have to look nice. So I always do my makeup. I wear earrings. That's about as good as it gets. All right, then I've got 3 more goodie bags of these that have 6 packs. So let's see what this one's, a really wide red. So like probably an inch when you touch both sides. There's a narrow yellow, a regular size green, a purple, a pink, and a narrow white. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6 packs of rickrack. Here we go. $1 a piece vintage packs. Each thing has 3 yards in it. These are so cute. So that's running. And a Sailor is taking that one. You guys want to see the other 2 sets of this? Yeah, ever since I started doing shows where I showed my face, I actually like that format better because it gives you a lot more freedom to move around and do things. All right, this one has a narrow white, a regular size purple, a green, a narrow yellow, a wide red, and a regular size pink. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6. Rickracks, 3 yards each. $6. Here we go. I don't have to cut these, so I'm okay selling it for less. So I don't have to unwind it, cut it, do all that work. A Sailor is taking that.
Sailor. And then Prism House has I'll just have you read it.
All right. can you show me what's on the second from the top shelf all the way to your left? All right, so Bert, tell me what that would be.
That right over there.
These trims right here,
Probably the next one.
or the ones up here. Top shelf,
Second from the top shelf.
second from the top.
Oh,
These are all
no,
braided.
you're right there. Okay.
Braided trims. Yeah, right there. Okay. So I've got just all these different braided trims in different colors. So they're kind of like this kind of stuff that are about 1 inch wide braided. And that's what all those are in different colors. And then these ones are more like made out of raffia. And this one's the kind where you
What about the
sew it on
orange?
and then unfringe, undo the
rustic
fringe.
Orange one looking above that.
Up here.
Yeah.
All right. Yeah, that's kind of I don't know, what color is that? Kind of a coral, dark coral rust. It's not really rust. It's more like a dark terracotta color. Braided. This one says it's made out of rayon, 100% rayon. And it's about 1 inch wide. Yeah, they're all neat. These came from a lady who used to do reupholster furniture. And when you reupholster furniture, you put the little trims around the seams so it kind of hides the nails and stuff. So it's just, old vintage trim. And she did that like in the 70s and 80s. Yeah. So any of these I can sell you, $2 a yard. Just tell me how many yards you want of any of them. So I've got this color. This one is like a funky taupe color, kind of shiny. This one's probably got some, let me see what the content says on this other bolt. It's also rayon. It's just more shiny. And this is like a shell pink color. And then this one's like a taupe color. And then I've got, and I can do a bundle too if you wanted like, yards of each one. And then I just put it all in one. That looks like a pretty dark emerald green. So yeah, that's what those are that are on the top. And they have a more smooth satiny feel, whereas these are more, more of a yarny type feel, braided. So yeah, 10 yards of the pink. Let's see what it originally had. Yes, because this originally had 36 yards and there's more than half. So yes, I do have 10 yards of the pink. Would you like 10 yards of that? Okay. Let me do 10 times 2. All right, that's running. So I'll just put your name on it and cut 10 yards for you. Thank you, thank you. Thank you, Debbie. 10 yards. Anyone else want some of this? Before I put it away over here with her name on it. All right. Second, I'm gonna put it over here. So Debbie ran. All right, that's got your name on it. All right, and then any of those others that anyone wants, just tell me how many yards you want. And then I've also got this pretty color of blue. It's not as big of a roll, but there's probably a good amount on there. That's pretty, kind of a sky blue. And then I've got bright yellow and then some blue that's the same color as that last one in a fringe. No, these actually came from Broken by Design. She makes jewelry and sells it on here. Let me tag her in chat. She's an amazing seller. So actually, Lovely, will you tag her? So she makes all my earrings. Almost every day I'm wearing a Broken by Design earring. So she's awesome. So this is what the fringe is. The yellow looks like that. And it's about an inch wide. And then the blue, I think it's the same. Let me just look at it. Now it's a little bit different. Oh, maybe the loops on this are just a little bit squinched. So yeah, it's the same design, but you might have to flatten it. So see, it's like that. Looped, braided top, looped fringe. So yeah. And then let's see up here. Oh, I haven't shown these today. These are super nice. It's like woven, braided, and it is, I think it's made out of acrylic yarn, but it might have wool in it, but I don't have content on there. And this one is an inch wide, and I have it in this color that's kind of like a heathered purpley gray color, and then this one is olive green, same design, olive green. And I have tons of that. Super pretty. And I have that in the buy it now, so I can flash sale those if anyone wants some of those. Let's see, trim. Let's see. All right, this one makes you pick the color. So, I've got it on flash sale for $3.60 for 2 yards, but it makes you pick the color, either the grayish, purpley gray, or the olive green. So if anyone wants some of that on sale for 2 yards, because I have it in there, grab some of that. All right, and then here was my last little Rick Rack goodie bag. So we've got thin yellow, green, and red that are wider, thin white, thin black, and a purple in there. So 6 packs of vintage Rick Rack. Super cute. And I was running these for $4. Or no, not $4, $6. $1 a pack, sorry. $1 a pack. Here we go. Thank you. My brain is fuzzy, you guys. Here we go. That one has a cute narrow black in there. And a Sailor's taking it. You got some good Rick Rack. That'll keep you in Rick Rack for a long time. All right, that's hers. A Sailor's.
A Sailor?
I think I showed this one earlier, but I can't remember. It's a cream color ruffled lace. And it is two and a half inches wide. 2.5 inches wide. Ruffled. If anyone wants some of that, I'm going to run 2 yards of it for $4. All right, 2 yards running of that one. Cream color, ruffled, kind of pointed ends. Super pretty. A Sailor's taken 2 yards. Thank you.
Do you have any 1 to 1.5 inch of that?
of that same exact style. I'll look. I
Or
don't think I
something
know I
like
don't have any
that
of the same exact lace.
something like that that's more flat.
Oh, more flat. Okay. Let's look. So that same width, but more flat. Is that what she means?
Well, got two different questions.
Oh, okay.
One person wants this,
Want something like this narrower.
right? The other
The other person wants something like this flat.
right?
All right.
Hey, Sailor, thank you.
I have this little card of Ecru cream that is probably 5/8. Yeah, 5/8 wide, flat. And there's probably about 4 yards on here. 3 to 4 is my guess, maybe more. I just ran this for $4, so you get everything on there. There's quite a bit. See how much that's wound up.
That's not running.
It's not running? No. Okay, trying that again. Is it running now?
Yes.
Okay. So, nice little card of that. Thank you.
Prism House.
Getting that. And then let's see, something similar to that, but like ruffled, but more narrow, right? Is that the other request?
Yes.
All right, this one's about the same width. Let me just get something out of the way here. And see.
1 to 1.5 inches.
All right, here's one that's an ecru that's ruffled. It is 1 inch flat when you flatten it out. And I have, this is a pre-cut piece that is 1 yard, 2 yards. Is that good? I'll just run it. If you want it, grab it. And it's an ecru color. That's cute. It looks very vintage looking, huh? 2 yards. That's going to Gail. Congrats.
Gail. Thank you, Gail.
Oh my gosh, that's so pretty. There's only 2 little pieces of it though. Look how pretty that is. Too bad I don't have a bunch of that. Those are just little pieces. All right, let's see what else I have.
I mean, would you show this again? Is this what they're looking for?
Which one? Probably
Yeah.
not. This one is cotton. You know, like crocheted, and it is slightly ruffled, and it's white. And there's 1, 2, there's 3 yards of it, and it is 1.5 inches wide when you lay it flat. So there's 3 yards, 1.5 inches white crochet. I would say it's probably off white, just barely off white, because here's stark white. What do you think? Off white? Yeah, I would say.
So what, Jen?
Thank you. So what? That's a very pretty piece.
Thanks, Jen.
All right. This one is, oh, this is really cute. This is white, ruffled. And it looks like it's about right at 1 inch. Yeah, right at 1 inch, maybe a titch over the inch mark on the bottom scallop. Wide, ruffled. And let's see how much I have of that one. It's a pre-cut piece. And I've got 1, 2, 3, 4. There's 5 yards on here. Anyone want all 5 of that? Lace, ruffled lace. I'll try it. 5 yards, $2 a yard. It's running if someone wants it. And if not, I can do smaller quantities. Just thought I'd try and see if someone wants it. All right. Anyone want less than the 5 yards of that? Just let me know in chat and I'll run a smaller quantity. All right. This is 1 yard of double layer peach. No, it is triple. Triple layer peach, 1 yard. And it's, when you flatten it out, it's like 2 1/4 inches wide.
Sounds like a pie at Marie Callender's. Triple layer peach.
Here we go. Triple layer peach, 1 yard. That's all I have of it is 1 yard. Ruffled peach. No one wants it. All right.
Do they even have Marie Callender's restaurants anymore? I haven't seen
one in a long time, so I don't know, to be honest, if they do or not. All right, let's see what this is. There's not a ton left on here. It's about 1 inch wide, and it's white with a little blue, but it's different than the other one we had a minute ago. If anyone likes that one. Let's see how much there is left. Well, maybe tell me if anyone wants to measure this, because I kind of don't want to unroll it if no one wants it. And I just dropped the pin. Okay, anyone interested in this one? Inch wide? Yes, okay. So let's measure. I'll just tell you what's left because it looks like maybe 3 or 4 yards, maybe.
"22 yards later."
All right. We've got 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. Oh, there's more than I thought. 6, 7, 7.5. How much of it do you want? I'm not going to make you buy it all.
"3 yards."
All right, 3. $5 for 3 yards.
Prism House will take the rest.
All right.
So that's 4.5.
So
left.
4.5 left. And Cinnamon takes 3. So 1, 2, 3. All right, Prism will take the rest.
Thank you, Sandman.
I'm just going to roll it up here already. It's a little bit more than a half that was on there. It's about 24 inches. So 4 and some change. $7. There you go. That's pretty. And that's going
Prism
to
House.
Prism. Thank you.
Thank you, Prism House.
All right, let me do ran that one. I ran all of those, or showed all of those. I showed those. All right, let's do a buyer giveaway. So everyone get in, and you get to pick one of these vintage hem lace seam bindings. I've got parakeet, pink, light pink, or beige. And then I think each pack has 3 yards. These little flat, pretty vintage lace packets. So everyone get in that giveaway. And then I'm going to run this piece that has the little beads on it. It's 1 yard and 30 inches. So it's white lace with the beads for $2. If someone wants it, 1 yard and 30 inches. Lovely Pinto, you're a trooper. It's super late, isn't it? Do you have Fridays off now? All right, no one wants that.
$11 no work tomorrow.
No work tomorrow. Okay, good. Because I was gonna
Did
say.
you work today? Do you work?
She does work.
I'm teasing her.
All right, I've still got eyelets. If anyone wants to look at some of the eyelets, I've got wide flat ones. I've got ruffled ones that are more narrow. I've got, I don't think I have any wide ruffled. But like, look at this one. It's like off-white with ecru embroidery. That's so pretty. That one I've probably got. I'm really bad at judging yardage on trims. I don't know how to judge yardage on trims. I've gotten really good with fabric. I can look at a piece of fabric and go, oh, that's a yard, that's a half yard, whatever, but 5 and about 34 inches of this. So almost 6 yards.
Let me see. Let me look at that. I'd say like 5 and 30 some odd inches.
And it is 3-inch wide. So eyelet embroidered.
How's that for a guess?
Anyone want some of this? All right, no one on that. All right, is everyone in that giveaway? Let me draw it. Someone gets to pick lace, and then I think we'll wrap it up so everyone can go to bed. All right. Prism House gets to pick. All right, beige, light pink, regular pink, or the parakeet color, turquoise.
Beige.
The beige, you got it.
Or the parakeet pink.
All right, you guys, I'm gonna go find someone to raid. I'm exhausted. Bert's probably totally exhausted. And everyone else needs to go to bed, right? Thanks for shopping with us tonight. And tomorrow evening, we will be on with our home decor fabrics. We missed it last week because we had sickness. And
Thank you, Prism
oh,
House.
thank you. And in that show tomorrow, we'll have amazing fabrics. Amazing. I'll try and grab some silks because we've had
Thanks,
people
Jen.
asking for silk pieces. And all right, let's go see who we can raid into. Let's see.
I'll grab some cotton blends. How's that?
All right, let's go raid into, let's see. Someone's on making bows with enchanted characters. Whimsy Glitter Co. She looks adorable. She has 5 people. Let's go rate her. Whimsy. Okay, here we go. Thank you.
Good night.
Whimsy Glitter Co. There she is. Thanks, everyone. Appreciate you.